Hey, this is Chris from Street Fire here at HRE Wheels. I'm here with Alan Peltier.
Yep.
And he's the COO of HRE. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off in your office looking at CAD and wheel design.
Some of the engineering, definitely, that's where it all starts. So we'll start there, and then what we'll probably do is go through the rest of the production process, and I can show you why we do what we do and how we do it, and show you how an HRE wheel is made.
Cool, thanks.
All right. Okay, so to understand really what makes an HRE wheel, you have to really start at the very beginning. And that's the design and the engineering. So for us here at HRE, really form does follow function. We'll cater the design to whatever market we're trying to go after.
Cool.
The main tool that we're doing with that is a Pro Engineer. It allows us to do the solid modeling here and do the design on the computer. So what we're looking at here is actually the results of a simulation where we put cornering loads on the wheel. And so what we do is load the wheel with the loads that essentially would be loaded on the wheel during the test. And what this does is it calculates where the highest stresses are on the wheel. The red area is where the highest stresses are. The heart of every HRE wheel is the forging. That's the beginning, that's the raw material, and the real difference there is most wheels out in the market are cast. The difference is the casting is a mold, and you pour molten aluminum into it, out pops pretty close to what's a completed wheel and do some finish ops. That's not what we do here. This starts out as solid billet, and I'll heat it up and I'll press it into the shape. And what that does is, aluminum, all metals have a crystalline structure, and it changes that crystalline structure of the metal as it strengthens it, and essentially gives it about a 40% per weight strength advantage to the cast aluminum. And so that's why, that's the beginning of an HRE wheel. That's why it's so expensive, and it's why it's the quality, and we're able to get the lightweight that we strive for. Okay, so if you come over here, this is the beginning of our production process. Obviously, all of our wheels are build to order. So this is the very first step. What we do is you get an order for your Ferrari or your Porsche or your Lambo or whatever it is, or Cayenne. We'll cut that order as it's placed. After this step where we cut the face of the forging, this is the second step where we're cutting the back. We're going to vary this up to 1 millimeter to just shift that offset a little bit for brake clearance or the right position inside the wheel well. At this step, it's already being customized for that order. So in here, what we do is we'll prep both our monoblock and our 3-piece. We'll do prep, full polish, and our brush. Our brush is actually hand brushed. A lot of times people use a machine, you get this very symmetrical look. For us, it's done by hand, each spoke one at a time, and it gives it a special handcrafted look.
Okay, so that's one of the brushed wheels.
So this is a brushed
wheel.
Those
are pretty cool.
Yeah, so and what we don't want it to look like is that it's perfectly symmetrical. If it's perfect, then it looks like it's been done by a machine. So what it has just a subtle little bit of variation that gives it that extra pop and gives it that special handcrafted look.
So we're going to assemble a 3-piece wheel.
So basically, the difference between a monoblock wheel, which is like this, which is one solid piece, which I talked about before, a 3-piece wheel consists of an inner barrel, an outer rim half, and the center with forging. So they're held together by fasteners. This is actually the 4th piece. This is actually a very, very important piece. Most people don't even think about it, but obviously if these fail, especially in a fatigue situation, the wheel's going to come apart. You know, this is what we made our reputation on, is the 3-piece wheel. And but now that we've got the monoblock, obviously we're very, very proud of that.
So what's the weight is there a weight advantage, I'm guessing, to a 1-piece? A little bit?
The answer to that is not really. No, there is no real advantage to 3-piece or 1-piece in terms of weight. Right now I've got control over everything on the 1-piece, so I can make some of the 1-piece lighter, but honestly our lightest wheels are 3-piece, so the competition series is the lightest wheel we make.
For customers, is it kind of just a preference in terms of look then, most of the time?
A lot of time it is look. Usually for them it's look. It is also that personalization. You can do a lot more personalization on a 3-piece than you can on a monoblock. So on a monoblock you're only able to really do one custom finish. With 3-piece you can have variations of finish and deeper lips or this or that, and you've got a lot more options on 3-piece.